This is a Poet Punch podcast. Google Minecraft, McFlurry.
And we're back.
Hello.
I'm not Googling Minecraft.
Why won't you Google Minecraft, McFlurry?
I don't want to see it.
I am placing blocks and shit because I'm in fucking Marvel. It's the Marvel. Is that another episode?
Anyway, generating a random page.
47. Fuck! Well,
that's going to take
guess
forever.
Guess we'll be away for a while.
That's going to take so long. 47. That's going to take forever.
Fellow.
Right.
See, we don't have to do this on Saturday. No, because it's shorter. It's shorter. Because so you don't understand. You don't understand, Rue. So every time you go to 80, it only allows you to go 1 per page rather than 2 or 3 per page. So it's objectively faster to start at the beginning unless it's like in the high 70s.
Right. We're on the M's, so we're looking.
Midwife.
Sorry.
Midwife is right there. Millie the model. This is perfect. Everything in this list.
Ironically, there's
a
lot of
one
people
looks
called
so
Mimic,
good,
which is kind of great.
That's actually brilliant.
Mindworm.
Mindful One, I think,
Miracle
has the best
Man.
vibe. Miracle Woman.
Yo.
Mirage. Mr. Fantastic is there.
Yeah.
Several Mr. Fantastics as well. All right, are we ready then? Are we ready?
Right.
Dice
yes,
roll.
Roll that dice, please.
Fear. 6.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
way to go. There we go.
Right, so there is a high chance that it's a Mr. Fantastic episode. There is a 1 in 2 chance that it's a Mr. Fantastic episode.
Alright, and if so, I reckon we do the make.
But the other options are... Oh, we could do the Maker, yeah. We could finally do the Maker. Or we do Mr. Fear or Mr. Gideon.
Please read all of these out.
Right, so we got lots of options today. Lots of wide options. We've got Mr. Fantastic, right? We've got Mr. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Then we've got...
Yeah.
Mr. Fantastic.
Ooh.
Then...
Yeah.
Mr. Fear.
Different.
Right. Do you know what's also different?
What?
Mr. Fear.
Yeah.
Again. And then Mr. Gideon.
Mr. Beast!
Mr. Beast! Right.
Alright, okay.
It's Mr. Gideon.
Fine, roll that dice.
Roll that dice. It's Mr. Gideon.
Okay.
So we had a 1 in 2 chance of it being Mr. Fantastic. And it's not. Oh, I'm seeing Hulk. I'm seeing Gamma Corps.
Right. Would you like to read?
I don't know. Maybe.
Gideon Wilson, hold on.
Hold on.
What do you want me to read?
Just read it out.
Read what out? Just the whole thing?
Just this paragraph. This top paragraph.
Gideon Wilson used to be... Wait, let me pause my fucking podcast.
Right. Do not read ahead. Look at me.
Alright.
Do not read ahead.
I won't look at the screen then.
Alright.
Gideon Wilson used to be a reverend, but he did not always act the part. When his son Jim decided to leave school and travel to New Mexico, Gideon was furious because of the strings he had to pull to even get Jim into school in the first place. Thank you. And he felt Jim...
Stop distracting the guest.
And he felt Jim wanted to waste his life living in sin. Before Jim left, they exchanged harsh words which nearly led to violence, and Jim told his father they would never see each other again. Seeing reports on the news of Hulk, in brackets Bruce Banner out of brackets, rampaging through New Mexico, Gideon prayed for his son's safety, but years later Jim died of the AIDS virus. Gideon instead blamed Hulk for Jim's death. At the funeral, General John Riker, disguised as a priest, proposed an offer to Gideon to undergo experiments which would give him powers, making him an approximate equivalent to Doc Samson. Gideon agreed and became part of Riker's Gamma Corps.
Thank you, Rue. That was very kind reading.
I don't know who that was. Oh my god. Oh my god. Right. Harrison Ford in a priest outfit being like,
That's not Harrison Ford.
Riker.
Right, John Riker's not.
Not Ross.
Which was Riker?
I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, that's Ross. Yeah.
I don't think we've seen Riker.
He's like a Ross equivalent. He's like a mixture between Ross.
So Ross is mentioned. Why do I recognise Riker as in it? Fuck it, that's Ross now. That's Ross.
We can swap it to Ross.
He's Ross, and I'm now imagining Harrison Ford in a priest outfit.
Do we really want to do this when the central plot is this guy's son dying of AIDS?
Yes. Yes, I think we do, because I think this is too insane not to do this. In New Mexico was the bit that got me. I was like, this is Breaking Bad coded right now.
Or Thor 1.
4-1. It's in the same town as 4-1. You know that one random town?
His son was killed by the
Thor
robot.
Thor robot.
No, he fought the Thor robot. The Throbot. He was there, but he was also dying of AIDS.
I think we just remove the AIDS. Remove the AIDS,
right. Death
by Throbot.
Well, that would be a lovely world to live in, but unfortunately...
It would be,
you can't
but it's a Marvel movie. I don't think we can mention HIV. I don't think we can mention AIDS.
Yeah. Well... It's kind of like the end of The Apprentice.
This is a serious Daredevil coded
it's like the end of The
Marvel
Apprentice.
special. We're tackling real gritty shit here. Like Throbot.
I
Forbort.
don't know.
I think we got stuff here. Personally, I think we got gold.
Wait, hold on. Is he related to?
Never give up, never surrender. Just like in Galaxy Quest, I've watched that recently.
Oh, so he knows
Sam Wilson.
He knows Sam Wilson, the Falcon. Interesting.
Mr. Gideon. You know what? Can you just show more photos of Mr. Gideon? Go onto Google Images. Mr. Gideon Marvel. Mr. Gideon. Yeah. Just scroll through them slowly. Oh, this is good.
I'm not sure.
It's just a bald man with dog tags. He's gone through some trauma. Why has he got a
mace hand?
A mace hand.
I don't know. And
that's also like it's the most useless thing of all time because the mace is only deadly because it's on a piece of fucking chain and it's swinging around. But he's just got where his hand is just a. I think we struck gold, personally. I think we struck fucking gold.
So
here.
what I'm seeing here is a character whose son has died as a result of something.
Yeah. Do you know who I know? Do you know?
Sorry.
I'm breaking. I'm losing it because of Mr. Gideon. I'm breaking back. That's relevant to what I was about to say.
What? Hank Schrader?
Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul as him?
Aaron Paul as Mr. Gideon.
Now, I reckon...
Or Hank Schrader. Hank Schrader is also a good option.
Hank Schrader.
Hank Schrader as Mr. Gideon.
I swear that's the character's name.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. We just can't remember his name right now.
I used to know it.
Pull up Hank. It's Dennis something. Dean Norris.
Dean Norris.
It was a
Dean
D,
Norris.
yeah.
Imagine this guy.
So Dean Norris. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
My son just died of AIDS.
What's his power? I was too busy just losing my mind at everything being said. What is his power?
I don't know.
He's got a super hand there. Did he lose his fucking hand? Because he's got a mace hand in one image
Do you know what
and a robot hand in another
I find very
image.
frustrating about the Marvel website
Yeah.
is that on the side here, it has the biography. It doesn't just list the powers anywhere.
Which like every other wiki for Marvel does. Because it is kind of just like... the reality of a lot of characters in the Marvel the Marvel universe is just like the main core premise of every single character is just what are their powers. Like Mr. Fantastic has an interesting story, but realistically, at the end of the day, the key part of Mr. Fantastic is he has the bendy body.
Right.
You know what I mean? What are you looking at now? What is this?
The one who they're like, oh, he has equivalent powers to Doc Samson. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Who is Doc Samson?
I don't know, and it's not really helping me. Mr. Gideon fought him with the core. Right.
So he's part of the Gamma Corps.
So the Gamma Corps are basically like a group of people who have Hulk-like powers to take on the Hulk, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
So
it's kind of like, oh, these are the people on Earth who are like the strongest at dealing with specifically the Hulk, and we've made a group of them. I think we just have nothing to do with that. Ignore the Hulk completely.
I think that his son needs
all
to have
about
died.
Thor 1.
I think his son died in Thor 1.
We're going to do something brave, much like Brave New World.
Yeah.
Where we're going to make the entire premise of this film reliant on a film that people don't really care about.
Yeah.
So, much like how Brave New World had the very daring and excellent choice to make the core components of the movie be Eternals and the Incredible Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing right there? Any issues?
You're just coming across as a bit low on the sound.
I'm going to do that. Is that better?
I'm going to just...
That'll be fine. All right, where were we? Right, so where where Brave New World kind of pioneered this format of complete slop, where it did Incredible Hulk and Eternals, and then went, now we're going to tell a story from here.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to tell a story from
So we need to take Thor 1. Thor 1. So his son dies.
His son dies from the Frobbit. Not from AIDS, because that's too risky.
Yeah.
From the Frobbit.
Yes.
I think we're going to massacre this man's story.
Yeah.
I think it's needed. I think we have to really...
see it is that, like, his son, played by Aaron Paul... No, he's probably too old now. But his son was, like, working in one of the shops.
The kid who kills X-Ray. No, who's the guy that gets shot by the kid in season 2? Spoilers for Breaking Bad.
Oh fuck, I can't remember.
You know what I mean? But that kid on the bicycle.
Yeah.
That goes, him. He's playing Dean Norris's son. He's doing it.
Ugh.
There we go. Locked in. Doesn't matter really, because he dies in 5 minutes in this plot, surely.
So I'm imagining that his son is more of a, like, kind of like late teens, early 20s.
Right.
And he's working in a coffee shop. He's like getting on with life.
So we do like an opening where we're just like, it's just Starbies in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, he's in.
Are they in New Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh, what else has happened in New Mexico? Frobbit.
Yeah.
Frobbit appears. Boom. Dead son. Cut to Dean Norris, trembling, shaking. And then he's
killed by Thor.
And then he's at the funeral for his child. And then you see... And actually, if you think about this is genius. Because you're establishing Harrison Ford as Ross earlier on in the timeline. So you're kind of blending the illusion between the two actors a bit more. That's definitely what we're going for here. Yeah. We're not being silly with this one at all. No. And then, so then Harrison Ford is dressed up in a priest costume. And... and then he's giving the eulogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Dean Norris has to have a straight face. So it's two actors that shitpost.
Yeah.
Both put in a room with each other where they have to be dead serious about...
Talking about how their son died from Thor.
From Thor.
And he blames Thor, I think. He blames Thor.
Yeah, and he hates the fact that Thor is...
a hero. So like, I think what you have, like, a montage of, like, he's training and, like, getting, like... gamma radiation stuff put in his body and like different serums and all of that.
You're gonna like this,
right?
Smallville.
Yeah, what about it?
Do you remember that group of like seniors who have now graduated from the school and they now have like this edgy biker gang, and they all take like kryptonite as like heroin off the streets?
So you're thinking he's like taking like...
He's taking black market gamma radiation juice.
Yeah.
Dean Norris is on Kid.
Yeah, and he's getting
But it's on Hulk Kid.
Yeah. And...
Audience listeners, I'm a fan of Smallville sometimes.
So
it's a good origin point.
So like, he wants to take down... I think originally...
Yeah.
He wants to take down Thor.
Yes.
And then the more...
But this plot is going to be heavily distracted by just things happen and the Marvel world is around.
The way I see it is that the more... he's... Like getting to Thor is very difficult, considering that he's not normally even on Earth most of the time.
And he's just a guy who does...
Yeah. So it's like
radiation heroin, basically.
So I think it needs to feel like the Zemo stuff from Civil War, where he's like having to very carefully orchestrate a way for him to meet Thor.
I think this is great as well, because Zemo is good at that.
And this
because that's
guy's-
kind of
yeah.
Zemo's whole thing.
Yeah.
And this guy is just some dude in New Mexico who probably isn't trained in espionage,
Yeah.
but does take gamma radiation via a needle. That's his one-up on everyone.
So I think like he sees what happens with the Avengers,
Yeah.
and he sees Thor,
Yeah.
and like he's mostly focusing on like, look at all the innocent people that just died in New York, and it's a bit like Civil
So
War.
every time
Yeah.
he's seeing an instant where the Avengers
Yeah,
are doing
and
something.
he's, like, losing his mind at the idea
especially
that-
because he's
yeah.
already from the perspective that Thor is bad.
Yeah.
Thor bad 2009.
Mm.
Thor bad 2009. Thor very bad 2012. Let all of those aliens kill all those people. Thor bad Sokovia.
Do you know when I would set this? I would set this
Yeah.
right in between Infinity War and Endgame. So it's Fat Thor. So he's like
So he
prepared-
finally
he's
gets to Thor.
Yeah.
And it's Thor being very fucking depressed.
Yeah.
On Earth in New Asgard.
Yeah.
That's actually really good. So it's kind of like so like the present quote unquote is the ending with them in Infinity War Endgame in between, like during the blip. Where he's kind of like we've probably got a montage of him like bubbling over from seeing like 2012, 2015 just now with
and
Infinity
then like the
War.
reports, and then like I imagine that what happens is that like more than likely it's Black Widow who has like a press release with the world news to tell them exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Like what the play by play of what happened in Wakanda with.
Or is it
Thanos
as much details as she can say?
Yeah. And she has to admit that like Thor almost had an opportunity, but like was kind of outmatched. And he's like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Like, no one
he did that on purpose.
And he's like, no one outmatches Thor. So like,
no one outmatches Thor but me. I'm gonna fucking get him.
Yeah.
Gets the next ticket
And it's like,
to Scotland.
It's like Thor does anything to win. So like, there's no way I can see him just being like defeated by someone in that way.
Do you know how this movie ends?
How?
This is a special, by the way. I've decided.
Oh, that Gideon just gets fucking beat.
No.
Beat down.
Well, he does get beat down.
Yeah.
But they play Fortnite together.
No.
They play Fortnite together.
No, this is a sad...
They play... Hold on! Who is that guy in Fortnite that Thor is mad at on Fortnite?
No,
who is it? Double check. It's Dean Norris. Behind
Master, no, I'm not.
Dean Norris is Noob Master.
I will not entertain the Noob Master.
Mr. Gideon is
concept.
Noob Master.
I will not let that happen.
He's Noob Master on
This
Fortnite.
is a sacred place. I won't allow it.
You know it's good.
I hate
you
the
know
Noob
it's
Master.
great.
I hate
You know it's
the
a
Noob
great plan. And then Noob Master is bad now, but Noob Master can be so good because now we've got the origin story for Noob Master, and it's Mr. Gideon. It's Dean Norris from Breaking Bad, Mr. Gideon.
No. I think that this is somebody who like tries to go up against Thor.
Yeah.
Tries to like be like
In Fortnite.
no,
correct.
No,
Yeah, you got it.
In real life.
Yeah.
And like
In a
he's
video game.
like, oh my god, Thor's like let himself go. It's my time to strike. So like while Thor has like gotten fat, this guy has gotten ripped off of like your like gamma
So he
rays.
starts off as Dean Norris.
Yeah.
Slightly overweight.
Yeah.
Build. We get Dean Norris.
Built almost CGI, but with like with like his regular skin color.
Yeah.
So not like hulked up, but not green.
Roided, if you will.
Yeah. They use the Smart Hulk technology to do the like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we have like fat Dean Norris turns into built Dean Norris.
Yeah.
Built Thor turns into fat Thor.
And he's like, this is my chance.
It's poetry.
Yeah.
It's full circle. It's cinema.
And I think that like the majority of the fight takes place like without Thor using Stormbreaker at all. So it's just a hand-to-hand like.
Yeah.
Beat down.
He probably because like he's in his depressive episode. He probably doesn't have Stormbreaker to hand.
We can always. Like
He could, but it's not like...
But he's not even thinking about it anymore until I think Thor is like about to lose to this guy, and then
grabs it,
and then summons it, and then this Mr. Gideon is like, "You're fucking cheating. That's not fair. You don't just get to have like your magic hammer come along and give you like
something like, "Oh, you're gonna bring your fucking robots in again?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "What? What are you talking about?"
He's like,
"Oh, you're talking about 4-1. Okay."
Yeah.
That's what he says exactly.
Yeah.
That's what he says exactly.
Oh,
you're talking about 4-1, my original motion picture.
Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah. He says that to Dean Norris, and he goes, "Yeah, that's the one." And then they go, "Oh, understandable." And then they play Fortnite together. Then they play Fortnite together, and then he goes, "Oh my god, this is the way to what?" So he goes, "Ah, that was fun." And then you think, "Oh, maybe he's like grown up. Maybe he's like moved on." And then it's revealed he's setting up an account on Fortnite, and it's Noob Master.
I think
it's so he's getting the one up on Thor by fucking with him every day.
No. This is very similar to a plot line in Invincible Season 3, which I know you haven't quite got to yet. It's the Aaron Paul plot line.
Right. Don't tell me too much, because I do want to just experience that.
But like that revenge plot and being like, no matter how powerful you get, just being outmatched.
Yeah, because you just can't. Yeah.
I think that needs to be like, hey, he could beat Thor if none of Thor's weapons were around.
Yeah.
Right in this specific moment.
Yeah.
But like,
he'll never get this experience again.
Yeah. He'll never.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Don't bother. If it's sounding fine, then
it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it. I think he's just like. The ending of this needs to be just being like beaten the fuck up and then just put in the raft.
Yes.
And then like the
and
end
then he gets an account on Fortnite.
No. And then
he gets an account on Fortnite in the raft, and this is the only way he can one up Thor in the raft lots of ways.
The end credit scene is him in the raft with Harrison Ford's. He's been in the raft for a while. They're just bringing Harrison Ford in. And then like,
I think we should get the Thunderbolts woman in here.
Yeah, and Valentina is like,
You ever thought about beating up the Hulk? That's it. That's all they say.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh my god, are they doing Gamma Corps? Corps? Are they doing Gamma Corps?
Yeah.
No way, that's my favourite. I love when it's just some bald men hitting the Green Man.
Yeah. I think that's good.
Good. Motion picture done.
Yeah.
Is that actually the episode?
Actually record time.
What is it? What's the runtime?
23 minutes.
Fucking hell. That's actually shorter than the Deadpool one.
Yeah, let's think of something else. Like,
Rue, what do you think about this?
I think that the Hunger Games audiobook, the new book, it's like really good. I think you should just go turn this off. Go listen to that instead.
No, don't do that.
No, hold on. I just not knowing what to do to finish the plot.
Yeah.
So just like in the Hunger Games,
Mr. Gideon 2. Mr. Gideon 2. Mr. Gideon 2.
Mr. Gideon will return
in Gamma Corps.
In Thor 5.
Okay, you know what? What we do from here, because we've already done the plot, right?
Yeah.
We just quickly work out what would the Gamma Corps even be? Who are the most interesting people from the Gamma Corps? Because I just want to know more about the Gamma Corps.
I would probably
just bring up Gamma Corps.
Ah, fine. Let's talk about this.
Oh my god, we've got to talk about topics on the podcast. No.
Yeah, no, it's quite sad, really.
Gamma Corps Marvel. Who's in it? Jamie, pull that up.
Gamma Corps.
Image. If Hulk is in it, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. That's the most pointless thing.
Grey, Griffin, Mess, Mr. Gideon,
A.K.A. Gideon Wilson.
Prodigy. The Gamma Corps Black members.
Bit odd.
Now, what does that have to do with anything?
Aberration, Axon, and Morass.
Sorry, I love that Morass is the whole
human glob fusion, and that's it. That's the only Oh my god, hold on,
Mate,
Glob.
Who's up globbing it right now? Glob. The Glob
makes his first appearance from The Incredible Hulk, Volume 2.
The Glob is the name of different fictional characters appearing in American comic
books.
This
is so good.
What do you mean it's...
This is so good. So clearly it's just a bunched together term where, like, in the 60s, they were like, what's the fucking monster of the week?
That's kind of like the whole, like, reason that, like, Kang exists is because Marvel had like a bunch of like throwaway villains that weren't really doing anything.
So they just tied them all together to make them all
like
their
Rama
Kang.
Tut, and they have like they have like Victor Timely, and Immortus, and the others that I can't remember off. And they were just like, well, fuck it. There's this time traveling guy from the future, and he was all of them.
I've got it. So you get the Dean Norris scene where he's like, get a load of this guy, and he points at Ross, right? Because Ross is in the Hulk, so it's kind of linked to Gamma Corps. And you're like, I do something Gamma Corps, and then you pan out or you track out,
Glob.
And then it's different Gamma Corps people. Finally, final cell in the raft, Glob.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, my favourite Glup Shittos from Gamma Corps. They're gonna be in a movie. And it's gonna be great. And then Marvel doesn't touch on that plotline. Much like the guy from Ted Lasso, who's irrelevant now.
Oh,
from Thor Love and Thunder. Hercules.
Well, I reckon that
Hercules is gonna be fucking irrelevant.
Thor 5 is Hercules like coming to Earth. And you and I should team up with Mr. Gideon.
Yes, perfect. Oh my god! And then the Gamma Corps has nothing to do with the Hulk, and it's got everything to do with Thor. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then because it's probably Taika Waititi directing it, he makes a funny bit where it's like, "Oh, why are we called the Gamma Corps?" And it's like, "Oh, we were originally like for Hulk or something, but we're just gonna." Kill Thor instead. Why? We're villains.
Yeah, and then there'll be a brief bit of him getting arrested by the Thor Corps in Secret Wars.
Yeah,
he's like, no.
Yeah,
no,
that's perfect.
And that's
it. That's Dean Norris's career over. I'm sorry, Dean Norris. We fucked you with this.
That's a sub 29 minute.
That's good.
Speed run.
That's great enough.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.